trying to get more money back with your tax refund, don't forget about these deductions most people miss. If your total medical expenses exceed 10% or your adjusted gross income, you can deduct your medical and dental expenses for yourself, spouse, or dependent. If you're 65 years and older, it's 7.5%. Also, any home renovations can be deducted if they're for medical purposes, like adding a wheelchair ramp. And finally, don't forget about volunteer work. You can deduct mileage for traveling or if you had to purchase a uniform. But if you've done all of your deductions and still owe on your taxes this year, don't worry. Al Wagner with Trinity Tax Consultants is here to help. Welcome, Al.
Good morning, or good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Is it morning? I feel like morning because I've been working so hard.
I never know. So, what advice would you give to people who do owe on their taxes this year?
Well, if you owe, then you at least file for an extension, okay? Or if you can pay by the April 15th, pay, because there's a penalty for not paying after April 15th. So, if you owe money, if you don't pay, there's 1% penalty on what the balance is.
Okay, even if you're 1 day late?
1 day late, 1% penalty every month. And it's compounded.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
are there any kind of payment plans that people can get on?
Well, yeah, they'll do a payment plan, and usually we'll spread that over 72 months, so that's reasonable. But again, the penalty is there and the interest is there.
Okay.
So they'll charge 3% interest and 1% a month on the balance. But they will do a payment plan. They're totally flexible with that.
Okay, so obviously the best option is just to pay in bulk if you can.
Pay them if you have it. If you don't, then make it an arrangement. You don't want to ignore them. It's a bad idea to ignore them, okay?
But don't ignore them,
Ignore them.
Duly noted. Okay, so obviously, if you can't do them yourself, you can get some help.
Well, a lot of times, most of the time you can do it yourself, if you have a basic return. But if you get to the point where you're like, oh, I'm in over my head, it's important to get good advice and good help. And there's different levels of tax preparers that people need to be aware of.
Okay.
So there's your basic preparer. Maybe he's got education in taxes, maybe not. But they can prepare your return.
Okay.
There's preparers that have taken a basic test. They're a registered tax preparer. Okay, so they have basic knowledge. And then you have CPAs. So CPAs, not all CPAs do taxes, but they have a broad range of tax knowledge and other knowledge.
Okay.
And then there's enrolled agents who are licensed by the Treasury specifically on taxes. That's all they do. And then there's attorneys that are CPAs as well for like legal, stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you?
I'm an enrolled agent.
Okay.
So I'm licensed to practice in all 50 states, basically,
Oh, wow.
is what it boils down to. But my area of practice is specifically taxation.
Okay.
All states, and even state tax issues like California, we handle that as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I need help, and I'm sure a lot of other people need help,
we
too.
all need help.
Yes. So to get help with your taxes, visit Trinity Tax Consultants, Inc. You can give them a call at the number listed on your screen or visit their website, trinitytaxlv.com. Thank you so much, Al.
Thank you.
Well, still to